This video will be a full tour and documentation of this 2020 Jeep Compass Limited.
This Compass is painted in the white exterior color.
This vehicle does come with smart key access. On the driver's door panel, you've got some storage, your power window controls, along with your power door lock and power mirror controls.
The Limited trim boasts leather seat upholstery, and this one comes with a two-tone black and ski gray interior color scheme with ruby red accent stitching throughout.
The driver's seat does have full power adjustments. And now that we're behind the wheel, let's go ahead and start the engine. On the key fob, you've got the buttons for lock, unlock, remote start, and panic. And of course, since this has smart key access, it also has push button ignition. So to start, just make sure the key fob is somewhere in the vehicle, put your foot on the brake, and hit the button.
If the Jeep Renegade is too small for you and the Cherokee is a bit too big, the Compass slotted between those two models could be just the right size. The Jeep Compass made its debut for 2007 as a new compact crossover for the Jeep brand. As of the 2021 model year, the Compass is in its second generation. This 2020 model we have here represents the aforementioned second-gen Compass. When the Compass debuted back in 2007, it also had a platform sibling in the Jeep Patriot, which was pretty much the same mechanically, but it did differ cosmetically, mainly with the exterior styling, with the Compass being more rounded and the Patriot having a more boxy shape. For 2017, the Compass was completely redesigned from the ground up, marking the debut of its second generation, while the Patriot was discontinued. However, there was a model year overlap in 2017, where the Patriot and the first generation Compass were on sale at the same time as the all-new second-gen Compass. Compared to the first-generation Compass, which rode on the old pre-FCA era Dodge Caliber platform, the second-gen Compass rides on a modified version of the platform used by the smaller Jeep Renegade and Fiat 500X. The main trim levels for the 2020 Compass include Sport, Latitude, Limited, and Trailhawk. There are also two special edition trim levels, which are the Altitude and High Altitude. The 2020 Compass can be had with one sole engine, that being a 180 horsepower 2.4-liter inline-4. Front-wheel drive is the standard drivetrain, with Jeep's active drive 4-wheel drive system being available. 3 transmissions can be had depending on the trim level, including a 6-speed manual, a front-wheel drive exclusive 6-speed automatic, and a 4-wheel drive exclusive 9-speed automatic. The Trailhawk trim takes off-road capability a step further, with added ground clearance, a more beefy suspension, low-range gearing, a rock setting for the select terrain system, and some extra underbody protection. The Compass, slotted between the smaller Renegade and the larger Cherokee in Jeep's 2020 crossover SUV lineup, competes with the likes of the Ford Escape, Chevrolet Equinox, GMC Terrain, Honda CR-V, Toyota RAV4, Subaru Forester, Hyundai Tucson, and the Kia Sportage.
In the instrument cluster, you have 2 analog gauges, including your tachometer and speedometer, and then you've also got a pretty large digital display, which is controlled by the controls right here on the steering wheel. It has a 3-spoke design, leather-wrapped and multifunctional steering wheel. It does have sport grips at 10 and 2, along with a red contrast stitching. On the front of the spokes, on this side, you got the information display controls, along with your hands-free phone and voice command controls. On this side are your cruise controls, and then on the back of the spokes, you've got your seat track and volume controls. The steering wheel is tilt and telescopic. Here's your headlight controls, air vent for the driver. Right here you've got your high beam and turn signal stalk. And right here you've got your wiper stalk. Going down the center of the interior, you got a speaker up top, piano veneer trim, air vents, and the touchscreen interface for your Uconnect infotainment system, which we'll go over later. You got some physical radio controls, including the volume power knob, tuning knob, along with mute, and then button to turn the screen off. Hazard light button. Right here you got the controls for your dual zone automatic climate control,
your 4-wheel drive lock, and the dial for your select terrain traction management system.
4 different driving modes: auto, snow, mud, and sand. And next to that, got a power outlet along with a USB port, an aux port, and a little bit of storage. Putting it in reverse does reveal a backup camera. The parking brake is electronically operated, and next to that you've got the buttons for traction control along with auto start-stop, where the engine will turn off when you come to a stop to save fuel. You have 2 cup holders, center console with some storage, both sun visors do have vanity mirrors and lights. Your overhead lighting, auto dimming rearview mirror, and there are grab handles at all 4 corners. Front and center you've got your fan speed dial along with different modes, temperature on either side, and you got off, air conditioning for circulation, front and rear defrost, and auto. And now we'll take a quick look at the Uconnect infotainment system. Right now we're on the radio screen. We've got AM, FM, and Sirius XM satellite radio. Media, so anything you might have connected. Climate controls, as you can see, and you can push this. And as you can see, this thing also has 2-stage heated front seats along with a heated steering wheel, which you control solely through the touchscreen display. Go to apps. You have some of the stuff we've already seen, like the heated seat, heated steering wheel. Radio, same as this button. Audio settings. This button does the same as that. Takes you to there. Right here, got a pun and settings. You got all this. As you can see, pretty simple system. And now we'll go ahead and take a look at the engine bay, but not before rolling down the driver's window. Both front windows are fully automatic, while the rear ones are automatic down.
The limited trim adds these 18-inch 5 split-spoke polished aluminum rims with technical gray accenting. The 2020 Jeep Compass is powered by the Tiger Shark Multi-Air 2.4-liter naturally aspirated inline-4 engine. This single overhead cam 16-valve power plant with variable valve timing produces 180 horsepower at 6,400 RPM and 175 pound-feet of torque at 3,900 RPM. The engine in this Compass is paired to the 9-speed automatic transmission with a manual mode, indicating that this Compass is equipped with Jeep's active drive 4-wheel drive system. Running on regular unleaded with a 13.5-gallon fuel tank, fuel economy estimates for the Compass with 4-wheel drive and the 9-speed automatic are 22 mpg in the city and 30 mpg in the highway. It has a McPherson strut front suspension along with a Chapman strut rear suspension, and stopping the Compass is a set of 4-wheel disc brakes with the front ones being ventilated. Base curb weight for the 4-wheel drive equipped Compass is about 3,300 pounds, and the Compass is able to tow up to 2,000 pounds when properly equipped.
This thing also, I might add, the sound system in this, the bass is absolutely incredible. I was not expecting it to be this good when I turned the radio on, because it doesn't have, as far as I know, this doesn't have a premium sound system. At least it doesn't have like a branded one like from Bose or Harman Kardon or any of that. But man, this thing, the bass is just outstanding. Back here you got more storage. That's cool. And your window switch. Got 60/40 split folding rear seats to aid cargo space. Ooh. These little details, as you just saw, they've been doing this for several years. Around when the current generation Cherokee came out, they really started doing these little quirks, which is really cool. Both front seats have storage pockets on the backs, rear air vents, along with a household style power outlet and a USB port. I'd say this is surprisingly a roomy back seat. I know this is pretty much a compact SUV, smaller than the Cherokee, which in turn is smaller than the flagship Grand Cherokee. This is the only one smaller than this would be the Renegade, but I've got a surprisingly nice amount of room. There's plenty of room under the seat to stretch my feet out. Headroom is sufficient, and it's just pretty comfortable back here, surprisingly. I know this is pretty much the second smallest crossover that Jeep offers, so Really impressive. I could see this being the perfect size for some people. Also got coat hooks, overhead lights back here. And you got a folding rear center armrest with 2 cup holders and storage. Dual exhaust, rear wiper.
With the rear seats upright, you get 27.2 cubic feet of cargo space. If you fold down the rear seats, the Compass then offers 59.8 cubic feet.
And as you saw earlier, the fuel door is located on the passenger side. This does have a capless fuel filling system. And that will conclude this tour of this 2020 Jeep Compass Limited. Thanks for watching.